This video explores why we experience déjà vu, that eerie feeling that you've lived a moment before, even though you know you haven't. It's a strange, fleeting feeling that can stop you in your tracks and make you question reality itself. Just last week, I found myself in an art gallery I had never visited before, yet as I stood before a particular painting, a wave of familiarity washed over me. It was as if I had seen it before in another place or time, evoking that quintessential déjà vu experience. Have you ever walked into a room for the first time and suddenly felt like you've been there before? Or had a conversation that seemed to replay from a forgotten dream? That is déjà vu, a phenomenon that blends memory, perception, and the mysteries of how your brain constructs time and reality. So, what really happens inside your brain when you feel déjà vu? The term déjà vu is French for already seen. It was first used in the 19th century, but the feeling itself has likely existed for as long as humans have had memory. Scientists now believe that déjà vu is a kind of memory glitch, a brief mix-up in how your brain processes new experiences. Here's how it works. When you experience something new, your brain stores information in short-term memory before deciding if it is important enough to transfer into long-term memory. But sometimes, due to a tiny misfire in your brain's temporal lobe, the part responsible for memory and recognition, a new experience gets processed as familiar, even though it's actually happening for the first time. It's like your brain briefly files a new moment into the memory folder before fully processing it. So when your consciousness catches up, it feels like the moment already happened, but it hasn't. To visualize it, imagine your brain as a movie projector. Usually, it plays scenes in perfect order, one after another. But every once in a while, the film reel slips for a fraction of a second, and a frame repeats. The scene feels familiar, yet the movie unfolds in a way that's never been seen before. That's déjà vu. Your brain momentarily replays reality out of sync. Another fascinating theory comes from neuroscience studies using brain imaging. Researchers have found that déjà vu often involves areas like the hippocampus in entorhinal cortex, regions crucial for memory and spatial awareness. During déjà vu, these areas may activate in the same pattern as they do when you recall an actual memory, tricking you into feeling that sense of familiarity. Interestingly, déjà vu doesn't always come from memory confusion alone. Sometimes it's triggered by pattern similarity. For example, maybe you've never visited a specific cafe before, but its layout, the smell, lighting, and sound resemble another place your brain remembers subconsciously. Those subtle similarities activate the familiarity circuits, giving you that uncanny sense of repetition. Another scenario is meeting someone new, yet feeling an inexplicable sense of having met them before. Perhaps their voice, mannerisms, or facial expressions echo someone from your past, creating a lingering feeling of déjà vu. It's like your mind recognizes the pattern before your conscious self realizes why. There's also a theory called dual processing, which suggests that déjà vu happens when two parts of your brain, perception and recognition, get briefly out of sync. You process the same information twice in quick succession, so the second time feels strangely familiar. Imagine reading the same sentence twice by accident. You know you just read it, but your brain registers it as a fresh discovery. That's déjà vu, a small, harmless timing error in your mental wiring. For most people, déjà vu is a fascinating but harmless experience. It's estimated that about 60 to 80% of the population has experienced déjà vu at least once in their lifetime, with occurrences most common in individuals aged 15 to 25. Scientists suggest that younger people may experience it more frequently due to their brains' ongoing development and their tendency to encounter many new experiences. Additionally, some individuals might have a more active cognitive processing system, making them more prone to these sensations. Scientists have learned a lot about déjà vu by studying people with temporal lobe epilepsy who sometimes experienced intense déjà vu episodes before seizures. In those cases, déjà vu is caused by abnormal electrical activity spreading through the brain's memory centers, proving that this strange feeling has real neurological roots. While typical déjà vu moments are nothing to be concerned about, frequent or intense episodes might signal an underlying issue, such as epilepsy or other neurological conditions. It's always wise to consult a medical professional if you experience such symptoms consistently. Understanding this can help viewers feel reassured about the normalcy of occasional déjà vu, while encouraging attention to health when necessary. But even in healthy brains, déjà vu tells us something profound. Our perception of time and memory isn't as linear or stable as we think. Your brain constantly blends the past and present, comparing every moment to millions of stored experiences to determine whether something is new or familiar. Think about it. Your brain never experiences the world in real time. There's always a fraction of a second delay as your senses process information. So déjà vu might be your brain's way of catching itself in that tiny delay, a split-second echo in the loop of consciousness. That's why déjà vu often feels dreamlike. It's as if your mind briefly steps outside of time, and that's what makes it so mysterious. It's not just a glitch, it's a window into how your brain creates your entire sense of now. Next time you feel déjà vu, pause for a moment. Instead of brushing it off, appreciate it as a sign of how complex and beautiful your brain really is. It's your mind playing back the world in a moment of perfect overlap, past, present, and future folding into one instant. It's proof that even the simplest sensations hide incredible layers of science and wonder. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more fascinating science facts, hit like and subscribe. And here's a fun thought to leave you pondering. What if déjà vu is just your brain's practice for time travel? Keep watching to explore more intriguing questions and discoveries. Stay curious and never stop wondering how your mind works.